Hey.
Hello, Nick. How are you doing, Nicholas? Uh-huh. Are you sleeping? No, I doubt it.
No, 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 no. For being late, I went to the supermarket with my parents and was like so full.
Oh, it's Saturday, of course. I never go Saturday. It's a nightmare. Um,
Yeah,
what type of supermarket do you go to? I was just wondering because you're in Sao Paulo. I don't think they have the giant atacados maybe in the middle of the street. I don't know if there's room for
yeah, you actually do.
Okay, you do have them still. Okay.
So we went to one called Açaí. It's a
Oh, we
really
have
big
that here. Yeah,
avocado.
yeah.
We have Açaí, Extras, Roldão
Hold on,
also.
yeah. Hold on. No,
It's if I'm not mistaken, Extra is not an atacado, but the other ones are like just atacados here in São Paulo. So it's very popular. People uh, just want to buy how could I
bulk.
say
Bulk. That's the word.
what?
Bulk is the word we use. It's like
Well,
atacado.
yes, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We don't have those
Well,
options in Ireland. Do you know that? We don't have supermercado
yeah,
atacado.
you've told me.
Yeah. You
Strange,
need a
you know.
special you need a special license.
I believe that's have to do a little bit with the culture.
I don't know how that works. We have two German ones. It's called Aldi and I can't remember the other one. Okay, but they were kind of common. But those ones, they weren't quite atacado. But what you do? They did have lower prices, and they'd lower
Yeah,
prices because they'd only have one brand name. So you don't
yeah,
have options, but you have one brand name, and they'll keep the price lower for that reason.
yeah. I believe it has to a little bit with the culture because I will always remember my parents saying about uh, that president, the Fernando Collor, and
I
what
would,
the time
yeah,
that he just froze
money and everyone. Yeah.
the yes, everyone monies. So basically, you just had to buy everything you can with the money you have now in order to, like, next week you have a you don't or how could you say your buying purchase
Could change. Right. Is that what I mean? The
yeah,
prices.
it's not not the
Stable.
same.
Yeah, it's not the stable. Yeah, it wasn't a stable economy. Sure.
So yeah, so I believe that has something to do, that people got a little bit traumatized.
Well, I saw on
They try to
YouTube
buy everything they can and just
stores,
at once.
but I saw in recently on the news about the tacados going out of control because all the cities are having a tacados, but it's not going to work because one of them is going to lose. So I'm going to say they keep
What?
opening. They keep opening here in Indaiatuba. So I
Yeah.
remember there was like one initially, and that was Tenda, and I used to shop there with my wife all the time. But it was the other side of the city. Then they
Mm-hmm.
opened up another one. I think it's Sam's Clubby now, but it used to be a Walmart
Oh
or something like
yes.
that. But that's another giant atacado. And then they opened up another one. They opened up in Acai, but it was all in the same district of the city. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is crazy. It's like, why put three in the same area? And then they opened up a fourth one in kind of the same area too, except it
Yeah.
was on the opposite side of the main road where no one lives. And I was like, who's going to go out on the main road just to go to that atacado? I was like, that must be empty. I haven't even been to that one.
Mm-hmm.
So then my wife would use
That
Tenda
is true.
and the acai one. Um,
That is true. Well, you could say that some of those could be money laundering. I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing. But what's really crazy though, then now they opened up around a year ago, they opened up Holdao, but on my side of the city. So now I've got a Holdao that's 20 minutes from my house. I can walk to the Holdao and I love that. I just walk there and I buy my shopping in the Holdao, the basic shopping. Um, but that's fantastic. But you know what? Then they opened up another one that's around another 15
Yeah.
minutes called the Covabra. And that's like maybe a bit of, that's better quality. But I think that's still considered a tacado, but it's a nicer shop compared to the other shops that are a bit ugly. But they opened up that one. But that's for they moved it in, but they put a good location because everyone who lives in that kind of southern part of the city who are the fresco people are near that one. So they'll go there first because
Yeah.
that's the nearest shop to them. The nearest shop to me is a Holdao, so I'll go to the Holdao. I still go to the Pau del Sucre though, because I like because Pau del Sucre has organic coffee or something different. You know, they'll have the nice
That's
exotic
nice.
rice
That's
or
nice. It's
something.
not very common to find some organic coffees. Yesterday, I went to a little market here near my house on an avenue, and I saw that they were selling some organic coffees. I've got a little surprised because it's not very common, you know. So the prices was like not very expensive. It was actually very fair enough because if you try to search it up for
It's 25 reais for 250 gram that I bought.
that's nice. That's a nice price. What I saw in the supermarket was like 33, 34
Okay,
reais, you
that's
know.
more.
It's a
Okay.
little bit more expensive,
They
but
don't sell them in the tacado. That's what I mean. That's why I can't
yeah.
buy them in the tacados. I would like to buy it there. But did you see the news too? So during the week they had news, and it showed that there was 3 coffee brands in Brazil giving you toxic or bad coffee, and one was Melita, which is one of the main ones. And
Oh
that's what I
yes, I
used to
saw about
drink.
that.
Isn't that crazy? Because I drink Melita.
Yeah.
That was the brand name I liked the most of the coffee. That's one, and I was like, oh my god! It's they said I don't know if
Well,
they're not
actually,
storing
people don't
coffee.
notice that. It's not something that people wouldn't notice at first. You know, they like just don't care what's in their coffee.
Yeah, isn't that weird though? I don't know how they're storing it, but they just said, yeah, there may be toxins in the coffee and impurities, and they don't care. That's because people. I think what happens is that people get used to buying the brand, and then the coffee maker's like, okay, we don't need to follow the standards anymore. No one will know, and that's
Yeah,
the problem. And that's
yeah,
why I even buy the organic coffee because I even wonder in Brazil, like Brazil, you produce coffee, you should have the best coffee. But people always say it's the storage. They said a lot of coffee has got fungus or mold on it. You know, now you're the same as me. You're gripado. I'm
yeah.
still gripado, Nicholas.
Really?
Still from last week. So last week I
Oh
started.
gosh.
I think it was the cold spell.
Yeah. So
You forgot to
everyone
take off your
here
mute.
at my home, my brother and
If
my
the mute
father.
button, you mute
What?
it yourself. You mute it yourself. I can't hear you.
Wow. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think when you went to blow your nose, you muted yourself and then you didn't put it back on.
No. Testing,
No?
testing. Nothing.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're
Oh,
good.
okay, okay. I think it was just a bug. So my father and my brother are like much worse than me.
Okay,
You know,
everyone must be getting it. Yeah.
they they are like coughing
Me too. Me too.
coughing a lot, and they just cannot take it off that mucus on
Yeah, the
their
mucus. Yeah, same
lung.
here. It's constant.
So they have to how do you call when you have to do that little machine and you put the mask on your face to breathe the smoke on your lungs to clear it out.
Oh, we don't usually. I don't know. I guess it means
Here in Brazil
steaming.
we call inhalação, né?
You. Oh, an inhaler. That one.
Yeah, it could be an inhaler.
I don't know. I don't think we ever used those.
Inhaler.
We use I know you said inhalation, but I don't think we used machine. What we used to do in Ireland for steam, you'd put
Mm.
you get a bowl of hot water and put the towel over your head and steam it through your nose and your mouth,
Oh,
and
that's nice.
that was the
That's
way we used to
more
inhale.
natural.
Yeah, because we don't have machines. That's what I was thinking as a machine. We don't
Yeah.
have a machine, but it's actually good to know that other people are getting the same. Well, not good to know, but I'm having the same problem. My wife has a problem. My
Yeah,
father-in-law has
actually,
a
I believe
problem.
that's influenza because my girlfriend and her whole family has it, you know.
Okay, so it
So
must be
everyone was like even worse.
worse. Yeah,
So
more worse.
worse, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
worser is incorrect. But I say the same thing. I say mais pior. I say mais pior. That's what it is, right? It's the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
So they were like really, really bad, you know, like with high
wow,
fever,
yeah,
pain all over their bodies.
wow,
Was
yeah. I have a feeling I got the flu as well. So why I say that? First, I got the sore throat. Last week, remember when I was talking to you, I got a sore throat.
yeah.
Right after that, I realized I had a fever because I kept on telling my wife, I'm freezing. I'm freezing. I kept on shaking. And I was like, okay, so I realized I had a
Yeah,
fever.
so what's the way you try to treat it?
Well, actually, I just kept warm initially, and I was taking all natural stuff like hot lemon, like lime and hot water with garlic and
Green teas,
ginger,
you know?
clove, yeah, tea,
Oh, okay.
but not green tea. So cloves, cravos, gingembre,
Teas like with lemon,
yeah,
ginger.
all those stuff. I got strepsils the other day only because I'm
Right?
talking, right? I didn't actually plan to stop my classes, so I used the strepsils.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, streps. Ah, here it is, strepsils.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strepsils.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's pretty much because my throat was sore and getting dry, so I used the Strepsils.
I don't know about this one.
We used to take those in Ireland. It's just
Oh,
if you,
it's just like almost like a gum.
yeah, it's like Halls. You know the Halls. It's kind of like that, but it's more. This is medicinal. This is more medicinal.
Yeah,
The other
yeah.
one's more of a sweet. But
Mhm.
I just needed something for my throat, and it works.
Oh,
So
that's
uh,
nice to know about this one.
that's a normal one. Other than that, it's just keeping warm, drinking water, use a humidifier. What's that called again? I can't remember. Those things, and then it just has to pass. So, like, I have doctors as my students here, and they'll say if you get a flu, it's just a virus, and you're going to get it. There's no miracle. It has to pass. So the best thing you can do is just take those things, and that will just build it up or get rid of it, build up your immune system. Vitamin C as well, and
Yeah, yeah.
eventually it will go, but it might take a week to still pass through your system. But I was surprised how long it took because I've got a cold before, and it might take me a few days, and I'm back to normal again. But this was 6 days. I've had this for 6 days, and and I wasn't coughing initially. I only started coughing on Monday night. I think I started coughing,
Okay.
and then I couldn't sleep because I started coughing, and then my nose would get blocked, and I couldn't breathe, and I felt
No,
miserable on
that's,
Tuesday.
that's
Makes you
terrible.
hard.
That's
Yeah, but
terrible.
I'm nearly better now. I'm still though blowing my nose. I have to blow my nose all the time, and I have to cough every once in a while. I get a fit of coughing.
Yeah. There's some situations, for example, when I go training, like for a run and stuff, and I don't feel nothing because I'm on the adrenaline. My body is very warmed up, and after I finish the race, I come back home. I start to like cough it out, all the mucus on my lungs, on my nose. It's very strange. I don't know why that happens.
Yeah, I don't think that sounds natural. I don't know. Maybe you must have caught something. I don't think that's natural for
Oh, no,
doing that after
it's
running
like
all the time.
how would you say, like
You could cause an infection though from if you're breathing with your mouth open and you breathe
no,
through your
actually
mouth.
not.
That's really bad.
I breathe with my nose, because when I warm up, my airways just open up, so I can breathe normally. But then I just start letting out all
Mm.
the mucus. So
I don't know what causes that. I have no idea. Yeah, it's better to look it up.
I
See what
guess
happens if you
it's
run.
the
See if
natural
it.
process.
Yeah, they probably give you an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you enjoy Corpus Christi?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was on. That's how I enjoyed it. So one of my students told me, it's a holiday today. I was like, really? I forgot about Corpus Christi. Yeah, I suppose it's a holiday I always forget about. I don't think we do anything in Indaiatuba anyway. I think in
Really?
Corpus Christi, yeah. I think in other places they make the designs, right? The art on the street. They do that in my wife's town in
Oh, yes,
the
that's
street.
true. Here as well.
Oh, they do it in front of your church too. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
it's,
pretty cool
it's
the
very
design.
traditional. I remember when I was a child, I was trying to help, but I was more like playing
Yeah,
and
destroying the artwork.
doing things with other kids than helping out. And then I remember they do like those carpets with the images. It's very pretty.
Yeah, what's that called though? I don't know what it's called. What do they use? I can't remember what they're putting down.
I don't know. It's I believe that's part of the celebration, but when it comes to the use, I actually don't know. If I think it's just a way to celebrate, the image
Yeah,
of
but
Christ, the Holy
yeah,
Mary.
but the
Uh,
material itself, like what are they using? What are they using?
oh, the material of the carpets.
Yeah, what are they using? What is it?
They
Powder?
use like foods, even foods. Like
Oh, really?
how do you say the coffee? Just
Coffee grounds.
yeah, that's right. They can use coffee grinds. They can use like uh, uh, clothing, many stuff, just to make the right textures. It's very
Yeah,
different.
yeah. We don't do that. I don't think in Ireland. I just guess it's because to do with the weather. Um, the weather. If it's probably could be wet in Ireland anytime, so it wouldn't work. Yeah,
Yeah,
they look pretty cool. It's the same idea as the
it's
Buddhists.
because here in Brazil it's very traditional. I don't know if it's because of the religion. I believe that
No, it must be religion, I guess. I guess it came in
Ireland's
Portugal.
more a Protestant country, if I'm not mistaken. Then Cadillac, right?
What happened? The screen froze for a
What did
second.
you
It's
say?
back again.
It cut your
Yeah,
voice.
that's what I said. The screen froze. I said the screen froze when you were talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just those traditions. Have you made any more videos on your channel?
No, I need to make more videos, you know. I was making more courses to Udemy, you know.
Ah, okay. Well, that's better. At least you know that works. Isn't
Yeah,
it Udemy? I know you were saying Udemy, but I think it's Udemy.
Udemy. I don't know.
Yeah.
People actually call it Udemy here in Brazil, but
Oh, maybe it's the Brazilian pronunciation. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I thought it was always Udemy. That's why I was wondering when you said Udemy last week, but I didn't interfere. Okay. Well, that's probably
yeah,
better. At least it's more productive doing
yeah,
that because you know
because
you can get
I
money
can
on
get
your channel.
a higher return in a short time, you know. Even if so, for example, the two first courses that I've made and I've began to sell it on Udemy. Uh, it it took a little time to start selling it and showing to other people in the organic. How do you say? When it's like organic propaganda, the own platform and distributes to the people who searched it up with the
Uh,
algorithm.
I don't know. Natural? I don't know.
Yeah, it
Organic?
could the organic
Goes viral that way naturally.
yeah, distribution. So it's basically I'm not paying for it to my course appears. It appears naturally for the people who are
Yeah, yeah. So you don't have
for
to
that
promote it.
topic, and that
Yeah.
took a little bit time, you know, because until some people started to buy in it, and then they started putting reviews on it that it was really nice at all, actually, or other people could trust. So I believe that even if took some time, like 1 month or two, even, uh, it's more profitable, you know.
Okay, good. I typed in the chat a guy called Hassan Educate, but you have to
Educate
type in you have to type. I think his name is Hassan Abdul Hassan. Is the guy? Yeah, Hassan
Hassan
Abdul.
Abdul Hassan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. This guy, I'm guessing, is real. I listened to him at the start, but I couldn't follow through what he was doing. So it's Hassan Abdul Hassan. I don't know if his channel is called Hassan Educator or Hassan Abdul Hassan, but he has good videos that I think you might enjoy because he's more like using computers and he knows how to make money. But this guy knows how to make money and he goes into the details. So I see a lot of people commenting on his channel saying he's one of the best, let's say, influencers for education. He's not a fake one. So I'm thinking
mhm.
you could watch his videos. He'd probably give you a good
Yeah.
idea to start something.
You spoke about it to
I
me.
don't think I did. Not this guy. I don't think I spoke about
Really?
this. I'm pretty
I
sure I
don't
didn't speak
remember
about
at all.
because I actually forgot about him. I forgot about him totally until I saw like a little email from. I haven't watched his videos in ages, but yeah, I tried to follow through in some of his tips, but I couldn't do it. And a lot of things are a little bit technical, so it's about people who know
Yeah,
computers. So I'm saying if you know computers, you probably be able to follow through on his advice. The problem is
sure.
he has so many videos right now. I don't know where you would start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But again,
It's,
instead of like
uh,
having your own YouTube channel, he'll tell you how to sell things in a different way.
yeah, it's. I believe that, for example, it's hard to find the right format of video for the algorithm, you know. So I see that some people that make a very basic video, like just put the camera on and start talking without editing and stuff, anything, and they start to appear more to the algorithm. You know, I don't know if it's about only the content or it could be you make the right format and you start making the right edition, the right
Well,
audio and stuff like that could like boost up your
your sales, but I don't know if
info.
YouTube knows all that. I don't know. Well, again, yeah, I suppose having the right video would help. But they
Sure.
said as well. I remember they just said it's really your content what sells. So, and also it's your thumbnail. So as I said, the lighting was the most important thing for yours because if you just have bad lighting, no one's going to click in your thumbnail. They'll just think it looks bad. So having a nice background and image is a thumbnail that you'll
Yeah,
see.
that's
Then
true.
it really comes down to your content. If you have bad content, people are just not going to listen to your channel. You know. And I don't. As soon as I see bad content, I just click away. I go, "This is rubbish. This is rubbish." You know. It's like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
know
that's
who's good
true,
and
you
who's
know.
bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. That is true, you know. One thing that I saw one guy talking about, it's like even if your uh, quality of camera or audio it's bad and you cannot fix it in a short period distance, you know, you continue making the videos and start building a base, you know, just like make 30 40 videos, then the algorithm could see that you're really into growing up your channel. Because I saw that some people like with a channel for years, like 1 2 3 years making videos, they did not had the uh, algorithm helping them, and just after so many videos they started to get some more attention and views, you know. So I
Yeah,
think
maybe
there's
you can boost it up over time as well.
sure, sure, sure.
Um, I think what did I do? I was just looking at the channel I made. It was a silly one, but everyone's doing it now, which is crazy. So
Yeah.
I had like 122 videos of around 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but I was just taking
Oh,
clips. I took
that's
it, but it was
that's a lot.
religious ones, right? Yeah, but what I do is very simple for me. I was getting religious messages in English, translating them into Portuguese, and getting an AI
Mm.
voice to say them, but a really bad AI voice. Then putting a picture of some person. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
people would just click on it. But I didn't care. I was just trying to do it as quick as possible to beat the algorithm, right? I wanted to have 2 videos per week or 3 videos and just leave it for a year. And then I forgot about the channel. I just wanted to see. So again, I couldn't break through the number and people didn't watch the channel. I think the most I had was like 4,000 or something. I don't know, one video. But,
yeah, that's actually,
um,
you know,
but I got
there's
400 subscribers.
wow.
But you can use it afterwards. I mean, you can always use those subscribers and have a new channel and help again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But nowadays, because the AI improved, everyone's doing those religious channels, but they're all fake. I see all those fake religious channels appearing. But someone, the AI voice comes on, they'll say something, and it's like, wow, there's so many. But people are signing on to them. Way more people are signing on to
yeah.
those ones.
Actually,
I'll say
when
they'll have
the
10,000 members.
AI voice actually sounds more natural. For example, I've put here on the chat this 11 Labs software. It's one of the most popular ones to translating text to speech, you know, to voiceover. And then when it has a very nice editing and the voiceover by AI, even it's you know, it's AI, but it's more natural. People actually watch it all the content, you know. It's very funny.
Yeah, so it does work, right? Unfortunately, it does work. Um,
People also use it a lot to make shorts, you know, make like a bunch of shorts, just like to like you said, post it on book, you know.
yeah, that works too. Yeah, I
Because
think people would care less with shorts because shorts doesn't have to be really valuable information.
yeah, yeah, that's right. The thing about shorts, it's the quantity, you know, not so much about the quality. So, for example, the metrics to getting monetized on the shorts, it's also the 1,000 subscribers, but 10 million views in the last
Oh yeah,
12.
that's crazy. Yeah,
So
wow.
it's much more. You
Oh,
know,
I had a
it's
shorts one as well. I had a shorts one as well. I had a shorts channel. I can't remember what I did. It was I did riddles. You know riddles.
oh yeah, yeah,
So I did
yeah.
riddles, and I had a little clock that
Oh,
would say the
that's
riddle,
nice.
and the clock would go, tick, 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 and I did it.
That's
And
funny.
yeah,
I remember seeing some videos like that, like some general questions, you know, some quizzes. Yeah, it's funny to do, you know.
yeah, and then some people would answer, but it was like always like some would get 1 view, some would get 10 views. So it's just like nothing. But maybe some got 100 views, but you need to get millions. And I was like, it's like to make all these riddles and put them up a million
One in
times on the
millions,
screen.
you know.
I was like, this is just annoying, and I don't know of anything. But it's like everyone else. A lot of people are doing those crappy channels because everyone's we're not really thinking how good the content is. We're just trying to break their
Yeah,
algorithm and make money. So it's like most of those channels are terrible.
yeah,
So
yeah, that
yeah,
is true.
no one worth staying
Uh,
on.
well, having a YouTube channel, it's almost like a job, you know, because I see
Well,
that some people actually use it like a job, just to make your money and stuff. But making good videos is not something easy. You need to think of the good content, good script, perhaps. Even if you're not using a script, you just need to uh, speak very well to the camera. Not
Yeah, that's
just
if you're a good part. Yeah, they're the best ones do that. That was the YouTube channel I made. I just looked at it now because I don't even look at it. I haven't looked at it in forever.
read messages.
Yeah, I should have put it in Portuguese. I didn't want to put it in English. That was a bad idea. I should have said it because I did it for Portuguese. It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah, some videos about Medjugorje.
Yeah,
I
and those
remember talking
places.
about this city. This
Well,
it's a village.
why I use these messages because there's always new messages, right? And all these people have new messages, so I can always have new content that I don't have to create. They'll come out a message on the 25th of the month, the second month, and then I can just use those messages, translate them, put a little
It's
silly
not in
video.
Portuguese.
It's in Portuguese, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what I did because I copied. Because what I realized there was loads of channels in English, but there wasn't channels in Portuguese. There was less channels, so that's why I did it in Portuguese. And I translated the messages into Portuguese, and then I used the Google Trans. Then I used the voice AI voice in Portuguese. It's funny because someone will go in Medjugorje, and then some guys, they're like commenting down below. That's not how you say it, Tadinho. You know what I mean? Saying the pronunciation was wrong, but it's AI. They didn't understand it was AI, but it's so obviously AI because this was before, all the
Yeah.
good AI voices. It's
Oh,
funny.
here, and you've got a video with more than 6,000 views, 4,000. That's nice.
Do I? I don't
That's
remember
very
now.
nice.
I don't know which one I had that.
And some people go writing on the comments, piedade, meu Deus,
Yeah,
misericórdia.
yeah. They all think that sounds like, oh God, I feel like I am really fooling people and
Must be
manipulating
some old
people.
ladies.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Old people from the countryside. But I
And
suppose, you know what? I probably could have made
actually,
it work.
that's a nice idea. It's a very nice idea. You could,
Yeah. It's about improving the videos, improving the voiceover. But everyone's doing it now.
actually take a look on this 11 Labs software
Oh yeah, I see
I've
it now.
put
I
to
didn't
you
see it back
because
then.
I know it's the most popular one. People are actually using it a lot. It could be a
Okay, I
nicer
see.
voiceover.
Hmm, okay, I see.
You could
Yeah, it
perhaps
could be, but
you
I already stopped with those messages. I don't know if people will still listen to the message. I mean, I could do it just
Yeah,
to.
actually, did you use the AI for doing the scripts of the videos to put on the voiceover?
No. The
You
AI
wrote it.
didn't give me the no, the script. No, because I just said I just take the messages that have already been written. So I'm just copying the messages from English and I'm putting them into Portuguese. That's all I'm doing. So I have no script. I don't
Okay.
have to. That's what I mean. I wanted a simple YouTube channel. I didn't want to think about a script because I don't have to write one.
Oh, yes.
And I was just
Oh,
looking for a
right.
market, and I said, okay, there's less of these channels in Portuguese. So if I just take the English ones, translate them into Portuguese, it was AI, and try to use this picture. Like videos are very simple. I just use the
Yeah.
same images I downloaded, and I just put them up in a sequence, and people are kind of happy with that. But that's very, very basic. It doesn't look nice, obviously, compared to other channels. But I just want to see would it work, and it kind of works. I mean, you can say I got 400 subscribers, right? Um,
Yeah, actually, I see that some people fully automate their channel with AI. So all the scripts are generated by AI. They use AI agents. So one agent is to create the script, the other one is to review it, the other one is to make the subtitles, the automatic subtitles, and put with the uh, that program. I forgot the name, but CapCut with the CapCut video, and it's working.
What do you mean it works? As an I said as well, it's hard for you to think of new topics. And you're putting way more pressure on yourself because you just do the talking. I think that's way harder. I think you have to have a set
Yeah,
idea. If you have a set idea, it's just like, okay, I know what I'm doing next week and next week. And
yeah.
you could,
Actually, I like talking,
I know it's natural for you. I know.
but
Some people it's difficult.
like I say every time, sometimes I don't have any more ideas. It's hard to
Yeah,
come up
that's what
with
I mean.
new things.
It's better
So
to have a That's why it's better to have a set topic and have it organized a week in advance. All the videos. That's what I do. So those videos, most of them I made well in advance. I might have made 30 videos in advance or something, or not 30, maybe like 20, and then
Wow.
I kept on doing that.
Uh, and, and how did you do the editing for the
I don't
videos?
remember. I don't remember. I must have it on my computer because I use this computer. So what video is my video? iMovie, maybe.
iMovie. But
I don't
you,
mind
you
guessing it's
did
iMovie.
everything on hand, by your own.
I'm trying to see. 1 second. The only thing I have on my computer that I can see is iMovie. So I'm guessing I use iMovie. What else could I used? I could have used AG Sub as well. You know AG Sub?
No, actually not.
I actually first I start using AG Sub for my wife because she needed to put subtitles and she needed to have the subtitles directly in the right place. And it's a tool. It's a free tool. I'll type it in. It's easy to use as well, AG Sub. So if you want to type in everything and put it in the right timing, that's what I used as well. So I probably used AG Sub and I think maybe iMovies because I don't see anything else on
Yeah,
my computer. Um, and that was it. I don't know. I could have used something else. I just haven't used it in such a long. I forget how to do it. You know, it's so funny. I'm so used to doing it at the start, and now I forget everything I did.
yeah.
I think that happens to lots of people, though. A lot of people start YouTube channels and fail, and then they don't have to start again. So
That's normal, I did some other YouTube channels like to do gaming gameplays, but it was like very terrible. I was just a kid.
okay, okay, so it
But
doesn't work.
then I
Yep.
started this one. Then I've made some videos, different videos in a different format. Then I started to getting some uh, subscribers, and then I'm trying to change a little bit the format. But I think it's a question more of consistency.
Yeah, I did ones with like rain because I was like, just copy everyone and say, oh, someone would click on my rain falling down because people used to like that as well. They're the most simple one. Um,
Yeah.
Meditation ones. I didn't do the breathing ones, but they might work. But I was just thinking because there's so
Yeah,
many.
that's right.
But the thing is, there's loads of them in English, but less in Portuguese. So I always think, okay, I can't do the market in English because everyone covered the market in English. If you could take it and just say breathe and spira and put it in Portuguese, it might work. But then you have to have the little things in the background, how to
Yeah,
breathe.
that's actually some nice ideas. I believe that if I could fully automate, like I said to you, the script, the voiceover, the editing, I would like just start some new channels and just post it on book.
Yeah, post on
That
bulk.
would work. I don't know.
No, I think that works. Yeah, but I don't know if people value that content. Again, if it's breathing exercises, you can post in bulk because no one cares. It's not proper information. It's just teaching you a technique. What was the other one? There was a sound one I was going to do as well. So I had one with sounds because people like sounds.
Sounds
Yeah, because I like listening to sound like theta wave music,
like
theta
white
wave, white
noise.
noise, theta
Okay,
waves, alpha waves, because they change.
anyways.
They're
Oh
good for
yes,
meditation,
it's
and you
actually
can just.
nice.
That's really easy to
I
do. You know
also
why?
heard.
You can download that music from anyone. It doesn't matter, and just re-upload it with a different picture. So that's what I did as well, just to see. But of course, people don't really listen to my one because there's so many. But there was a good one. There's a good one that I found out that I think what might be really good because I know it's in English and it's not in Portuguese. It's like 40 hertz gamma waves, and some guy from Huberman. Do you ever hear of Huberman?
Huberman, yes,
Huberman
the
Labs.
weird guy.
Yeah, the beard guy. A
Mr.
lot of
Huberman.
people like him, and he recommended to listen to this 40 hertz, and it's like it makes this really weird noise in your brain, but it's supposed to be really, really good for your brain and for things like Parkinson's. So I thought, okay, this would be a good one to steal, and then you download it and re-upload it in Portuguese.
Oh,
It was from it's from like
yeah,
the
that's
university.
nice. Because I see that a lot of Brazilian people like just steal completely the same content and just post here on YouTube, and there because of the language barrier, they don't understand they can like process them for copyright or anything
Yeah, but I
like that.
don't even know who owns it. Even the guy who has the original, I don't think it's even his. It's just like a noise. Zzz, and I just what I mean. You just take down the noise, you put up the noise, you edit the video. Or actually, what
Everyone's
I do
having
is
this house.
I don't take the video. You see, I download it as an MP3 player, right? MP3, not MP4. So if I download it as an
Okay.
MP3, I just have the sound, and then I put the sound to a new video, and now I'll put something up there, the 40 hertz gamma that was proven by Harvard University or whichever university, and then people go, "Ooh, I'm going to get it,"
Wow.
yeah, especially the Brazilians, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The authority, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
nice. Well, you can have some ideas. Like I believe that, like you said, for these bad waves, white noise, meditating waves, and stuff like that, could be harder because there are like a lot
well,
of
there's lots
videos.
and lots. Yeah, that's what I think. Even in Portuguese, there's lots. That's why you have to be very special. So I think that that doesn't work. Um, Maybe the breathing thing, I don't know. Maybe there's more
That could
nowadays.
be.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends. But for example, um, when it comes to those videos like that about the waves and breathing exercises, I think the editing part is the most important thing. Being attractive for anyone who's watching, because once there's a lot, like you have to examine something,
Yeah, it
even
has to be nicer.
hard, you know.
I do the same thing with the breathing techniques. I look at a certain channel and I realize who's doing has like 4 or 5 different special breathing techniques, and I'll follow that one. And there's another one with HRV breathing, and that's the one.
Oh yes,
That
yeah,
one, the one I like, the channel I like, kind of has a ball going up and down like this. So you're watching the ball
it
and you're
helps.
breathing with it, and it helps you stay focused. Because there's
Helps
other ones where it
person.
just goes
Yeah,
in out, but I've heard the ball going up and going down. So
yeah.
I think that works.
It actually do works, for example, the Wim Hof, the old guy, the Iceman guy,
Yeah,
like he had the channel with the breathing exercise
I
in
use it.
many languages.
Yeah, I saw that. You see, that's why he knew it. You see, isn't it funny? You think he just do it in English, but he didn't. He put it in 5 languages, and then everyone would choose his than anyone
Actually,
else's.
it's a lot of languages. He put
Yeah, I
the
don't do it.
videos, like a lot of languages: Arabic, Russian,
Yeah.
uh, Hindu, Portuguese, even Spanish, English, right?
Oh, he
So
knows the market works for it. I use his still. I still have his one, and every once in a while I'll go to his, and he'll do the Wim Hof
yes,
method.
me too. It's very nice. His voice is very calming.
Yeah, he has a better voice than other people. Because I remember listening to a woman prepare to breed, and I'm like, oh, I can't listen to that. Like, take it over.
It's
Um,
nicer. Prepare to breathe.
prepare to breed. And then
It's,
he goes, and
deeper.
he
It's
starts,
like
but when he does it,
calming.
he starts laughing, doesn't he? He goes, ha ha, prepare to breathe. I
Oh,
have a breathing channel as well. I was going to send you the channel I have for breathing. 1 second. Um, oh, take a deep breath. This is the one I use. Oh, but you'll have to find it deep down. I don't know
mhm.
if I sent you this channel as well. Um, take a
Take a
deep
deep
breath.
breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he has so many videos on it as well. But he has maybe 3 of his very old ones are really. So he is the ones on box breathing. So box breathing is good. So you'll find that one at the start
The
somewhere.
444, right?
Um, I'm trying to find the other ones. Alkaline breathing. He has so many, but he's a really good one. There's one called. There's a fast breathing one. It's like lion breath or breath of fire, and you'll find that it has a picture of a lion
I've heard
on it.
about.
And that one you go really, really fast. It's faster than Wim Hof, and you end up breathing through your mouth. But that one you feel like full of energy after one. That one's more energetic than Wim Hof. And then he
Yeah.
has the very slow one.
Yeah. For example, when I do the Wim Hof method, the breathing exercises, I feel more relaxed, not energized.
Yeah, that one's for relaxing. This one's super energized. It's very fast. Oh, I can't find it because that's because he has so many videos. It's probably like a video from 4 years ago, but you should be able to see it because it should have, I think, a lion's face or a tiger's face on it. And he has
Mhm.
another one as well called holotropic breathing, I think,
That's right.
or no,
Okay.
DMT breathing, and that's like it's like doing Wim Hof for maybe 9 minutes. Can you imagine doing Wim Hof for 9 minutes?
Wow.
Instead of 30, no, instead of like the 30 breaths at the start, you just keep going. but you nearly lose yourself, and then your body starts tingling everywhere in your body,
Yeah, the
and then
tinglings
you,
are normal.
yeah, and
Wow,
you get
that's
like a high feeling.
yeah.
But a
So
lot of
our
people just
finishing today. Thank Cormac for today.
okay.
See